The M&P 40 is a model of semi-automatic handgun produced by Smith & Wesson. The M&P stands for military and police, as it was initially designed for law enforcement and military use, but it is also popular among civilian gun owners. The 40 refers to the caliber of the firearm, which is 40 Smith & Wesson, a widely used cartridge known for its balance between power and recoil. The M&P 40 is part of the M&P series, which includes models chambered in other calibers as well as 9mm, 45 ACP, etc. It's known for its ergonomic design, customizable features, and a durable performance, making it a choice for both professionals and enthusiasts.
How'd y'all like that with the recon rifle? It's not what it's going to be about today, but I thought I'd bring it out, spend a minute, since I have shot with it. But recon rifle. Set it over here. Now, today's episode, and welcome back to the channel, gentlemen. We are gathered here again for a good C-rated YouTube episode, and we're going to talk about the Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Let's render it clear. There we are. There is ammo in the mag, but we are clear chamber. You want to get a look at it? Has the knot sights that are excess big dot. So yeah, here we have our LEO trade-in Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Now I know when I say 40 caliber, it gives some of you that itch in the back of your mouth that only a shotgun can scratch, right? So I get it. I get what people want to say about the 40 these days. But all the police stations are going away from it. All LEO and the FBI is going back to 9mm. Yep, that's right. The ballistics are comparable to 40, but the 40 still edges out in ballistics. If you don't like that, bite me. That's the statistics of it, of 40 cal. It's still a viable round today. Now, you can find these in 9mm. This is the M&P 1.0 by Smith & Wesson. And still though, with the 40, it's a great buy because a lot of times you can get them sub $300. And I mean, you're getting a duty grade handgun. You're getting into a duty grade handgun platform for under $300. Like, forget the daggers, forget the Taurus, forget the Caniks, forget all that. And think about that for a second. You're getting a duty grade upper tier handgun, you know, sub $300. Who cares if it's 40 cal? And the thing is, right now, a lot of places are closing out 40 cal, and it can be found under 20 cents or under 30 cents a round. And that still makes this a viable option for a lot of people out there, an affordable platform to get into, affordable for the Minuteman, and what we're doing here as a secondary weapon, you know, a sidearm. And this is a full size, you know, combat ready gun. And you can't sit here and just knock the 40 cal because it has put in work. It has dropped bodies. It has very similar ballistics as the 357 Magnum. That thing has dropped more bodies than anybody knows to count for years, for decades. You can't knock the round. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, one caliber is better than the other. It's whatever you have the budget for and you're going to go for. Make that choice, stick with it for a while until you get to a point. But right now, you can buy ammo, you know, 40 cal ammo, very closely to 9mm. It used to be a big jump difference. Not the case anymore. And there's so many of these platforms out there right now that are just at fantastic deals that won't always be there, because when they're gone, they're gone. And who knows, maybe Ammo Tech will jump some more and this will be back in the in the limelight. Even though it's kind of fading out right now, I don't think 40 is going anywhere. We got our Serpa CQC holster. Y'all tell me in the comments why y'all don't like this holster. I mean, it's a GWAT staple for me. I get that you don't like when you come out, like you could slip down and be there, but tell me in the comments why you don't like this holster.
Hey guys, just got back from filming all day and come back to a bunch of comments and everything, just crazy stuff, and I guess we're just gonna have to go ahead and address it. And that's, yes, I made a campsite page where you can find all kind of deals on gear and other things like that, that if you're checking out this channel, you're gonna be interested in, and you're probably already looking for anyways. That's the reason you're probably here. So why not go ahead and get the best deal possible and help me out in return by drawing a small commission off the affiliate. Goes to provide freedom seeds for us. And also, yeah, it's crazy. Here's the craziest thing, and sometimes it just happens, but we also made a Telegram chat, link in the comment below. But yeah, there it is.
So let's talk about this particular one. I picked it up from, I believe it was AIM Surplus. It looks like it's barely, I mean, there's a little bit of a wear there on the barrel and a good bit of holster wear here and there, but I picked it up there. It came in a case with the grips, just light wear. Doesn't matter. I've actually been carrying this for a little while now and I love it. But you had the interchangeable back straps. You had a small, medium, and large. This one's the medium one. Fits my hand really good. It's got some rubberized texture to it, and it makes for a nice carry gun, especially in these winter months when it's colder and you can kind of wear a little more. Now in the summer, yeah, this size, it's probably going to print. So, I mean, that is what it is, but it makes a great woods backup gun, and you get a hefty caliber to boot. The mags, I've actually got 4 mags here for it, and it came with 1 mag, but they were selling them used at the time. But another thing about 40 caliber is people knock it and say it doesn't carry quite the capacity of 9mm. Well, back in the day, whenever this was really hot, like the early 2010s, the XDM that I did a video on, I'll drop a link to it here a while ago, and then also the Glock 22, 23 variant. You could also get these in compact, and they're out there too, where they're a little bit shorter in grip. But this one, back to what I was saying, these mags are 15 rounders, 15 rounds of 40 cal. That's pretty substantial, And even Garantham said it, that 10mm is loaded about to what the modern 40 cal is loaded to now. So, I mean, you're still getting a substantial round. So don't let anybody knock the 40, knock your choice in a 40. These are out there for just a fantastic freaking deal. And I just want to put that out there, because military surplus rifles used to be a thing, right? You used to be able to get M1 carbines, M1 Garands. You used to be able to get SKSs, even Russian AKs. You used to be able to get these things, and it's just dried up. The Milsurp, as far as firearms goes, has dried up. They're collectibles. Yeah, I get through the, what you would call it, the citizen rifle program, whatever. You can get actual military surplus guns, but they're on the expensive side, and it's kind of a chore to get to. So I feel like in this modern day that even with our Bushmaster XM15, that was a LEO trade-in. The LEO trade-ins are like the new hotness of military surplus guns. Like, you can get into a good duty grade gun for extremely cheap compared to going and buying brand new and spending double the price. Like, what's a new M&P cost these days? $500-600 for a good one, especially in 9mm and the 2.0. Yeah, there's going to be some downsides. You don't have, an optic cut or whatever. I'm sure you can send them off and get them optic cut. I've actually even been looking to the dovetails that go here that have a rail where you can put an optic on it. I don't know where I'm going to go. This gun runs and sits just fine as it is, and I run it as it is. All right, so here we are with the conclusion on our M&P 40 Smith & Wesson full size. You can also, like I discussed, get them in the compact, where a little bit less of round capacity, a little bit shorter barrel. But this thing, as you can see, it runs no issues at all. I ran about 100 and something rounds in this video. I've shot it off and on, not even cleaned the gun, not even cleaned or oiled it. Like I said, former LEO trade-in, law enforcement, police, cop gun trade-in that I'd gotten. Right now, I don't know, I know YouTube's a little weird on pricing and everything. I'll put it this way, right now they can be picked up at some of the big companies for like sub $250. And that's the biggest driver home. Now I will say the con for me, and the easy remedy, the con for me is gonna be the trigger. As you can see right here, pulling the trigger. It's a good smooth pull, but the issue I had, a few times I kind of short stroked. It felt like, I don't know, like the biggest con for me on it is the reset. It's not really audible. We'll try that again. You can't really hear. There's not much, like, I'm used to there being a audible click on the reset, and this one, there's not one. And I don't know if that's an M&P thing. I've only shot a few. And granted, the other ones that I shot were the 2.0, and so they revised the trigger a good bit. So the biggest thing is you're gonna save on money, but I would invest in a good trigger. Like Apex, I think, makes like the best triggers for the M&Ps. That's probably what's gonna happen to this one. I think this one's a keeper. I've had it for a while. It's sat in the safe. I'm getting to where I carry it a little more. I'm getting a little more comfortable with shooting it. And I'll say that I do like it. I like the gun. It shoots really good. Like I said, shoots reliable. I've got probably around 300 rounds in it for, you know, me personally, despite whatever it had from the department. But it shoots fantastic. And the sights on it, that's something I really love, is the sights. Like these XS big dot sights, like I think my guns that are not milled, I'm not gonna mill. I think I'm gonna go with these on those. Like any of those guns that I'm gonna run iron sights on, I'm more than likely gonna do those. I really like those sights. I shoot really good with them. And like I said, aside from the difference of recoil, like if you're a recoil sensitive person, like maybe female, maybe not the best choice of gun. You can learn your way around it. Like you can learn how to grip it, and you put enough rounds through it, you're gonna be able to shoot it perfectly. And one of the things, especially if you find these in 9mm, changing out these back straps. So if you're somebody with just hands that normal guns don't fit you really good, they kind of solve that problem with the back straps. And I think even now in this day and age, you can get custom ones, which is awesome. Like that's just an awesome deal that you can, you know, pretty much build this to your flavor, similar to a Glock. I know the M&P 320 is kind of newer and whatnot, but you know, it follows along that lines. It was blazing those trails before SIG came along and did it. And I mean, that's the main thing. Don't let mainly YouTubers and influencers and people on Reddit or Instagram tell you like a caliber is bad, because 40 cal runs. It's proven it's a great caliber and it'll do its job pretty good. But either way, this is definitely a buy. I recommend you picking one up if you can. It's great for the collection just to have, even if you're not going to shoot. Who knows how long LEO trade-ins like this are going to be around. And with that, this is XXL Dude telling you that resistance to tyranny is obedience to God. Did you beep us? You say shooter ready and then beep.
Shooter ready. Beep.
Oh, classic. Forgot I had the round out. All right, let's go again.
Shooter ready. Beep.